all the shit that this comes with, that this life comes with, man's seen it, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, HD, 4K, do you get me? So yeah, without going into everything, man's seen kind of everything.
Our sponsors, for the perspective, Fireway Pizza are offering you guys 20% off using our discount code AD20. Use it today, man. Save money, be patterned. We got you. AD20, Fireway Pizza.
So bro, Smile, like, tell us more about the title of the album.
So yeah, the title Smile, like, it's so simple, but it means a lot. Like, the first thing, like the simple thing is that I don't really give off much my facial expressions. Like, I don't really smile a lot. And people always ask me, like, what's up, or smile, do you get what I'm saying? But people are always quick to tell you to smile, but don't know why you're not smiling. And it made me just think about myself, why is my facial expressions like that? And I feel like I think a lot. I'm always thinking about stuff, like, in the past or whatnot, just overthinking. So that was one of the things. And then when I was making an album, where I was touching on one or two things and like my life or whatnot, it just made me think, I'm gonna call the title Smile. And it's like, when people listen to the music, like, you tell me if I should smile. Like, tell me if I should smile more after hearing my story, or tell me you understand why I don't smile. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's up to the people that's listening. There's certain men that are just like, they're born like this, like they're just dark. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is their thing, innit? There's no future, there's nothing. This is them, innit? This is what they, with my thing, I feel like it's just little scenarios in my life or things I've had to go through or little hurdles, but I've never sat here thinking, bro, this is me. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is always gonna be me. I've always had a thought like, alright, cool, man's going through this, but this is, on the brighter side, this is gonna happen, or the grass is green over there and I'm definitely gonna get there. So yeah, obviously things will scar man and that and whatnot, but it's like, where man's striving and pushing for greatness and man's actually reaping certain benefits in that, man's in a space where man's come too far to let certain things still affect man, but certain things do. But they come, they go, do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, as I was thinking of all of those things and I was just in that thought process, I thought of like similar minds and life experiences, because when I was thinking about why I don't smile and like my life and how things are, I just thought about everyone, like most people in my surroundings, the man and more people that I've grown up with, and it's just like we all kind of are similar in a sense. I've got friends that are similar to me, and it's just like we've all just gone through similar life experiences, and it just shows, innit? Do you get me? So yeah, all of that together, I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna call it Smile. And another thing too, it's at the end of it, it's still positive, innit? Like, so yeah, I thought, you know, I'm gonna call it Smile. It's a bit different.
So bro, you see, we talk about smiling, yeah? Like, you know, you said, oh, okay, cool, like, the man, I'm not really smiling, but were you conscious, like, you're not really smiling? Like, were you unhappy, or is it just like, I don't know, like, what was it, bro?
No, not all the time. I wasn't unhappy all the time. But yeah, when people started saying it, it started making me feel like conscious, and like, I thought, right, actually, I want to start smiling. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I want to smile more, because as much as there's sad things, there's a lot of happy things in my life. Do you get what I'm saying? But I started thinking why I don't, but I think I'm just always overthinking. And it's like, I might be here, but I'm in somewhere else in my head, do you get what I'm saying? It shows. So it's just like kind of getting over certain stuff and just even telling myself like, yeah, I'm happy. Because I might be here doing this, but I might be thinking about something a year ago or that happened 5 years ago, or like sometimes about telling yourself like, no man, you're in a good space. I'm happy today. Like, do you get me? And remember, even I forget sometimes, I was wearing a belly for like 2 years, bro. Do you get me? So I didn't care about how people see me. Like, I'm doing stuff, I'm wearing a balaclava, nobody's seeing my facial expressions or nothing. So I feel like that played a big part in me not really giving much facial expressions. Obviously, I've always lived in Gypsy Hill, but there's like 2 main estates. Obviously, this is one of them. When I used to live here, I was mad young, so I wasn't even allowed out to play in here. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I just maybe used to walk past it with my parents or whatnot. But like, when I moved to the other estate, which ain't too far from here, and as I got older, like, we used to hang out here, but we didn't used to play. We was a bit older, innit, but we used to just chill here. It's kind of out of the way, kind of discreet. No one used to see us. Like, yeah, we just used to chill off here. I feel like you only process, like, the effects of things or what that really was when you get older to understand that things ain't normal. Do you get what I'm saying? When it's something that you see on a regular or just like you hear or it's just your surroundings, like, you just think it's normal, innit? Until obviously you step away from that, or yeah, as we get older, innit, we realise like, right, that weren't normal. It's now when I have these moments when sometimes I might feel really upset or I might start deep in things and it might put me in a mood, because now I understand life, I understand how things are supposed to be, I understand that that was fucked up, that was fucked up, that wasn't supposed to be like that. But when I was younger, we didn't know any different. So it's just like seeing police cars or police gun jakes hopping out on us and telling us to get on our knees and all this stuff. Man's been seeing it happen, do you get what I'm trying to say? Or this person going to jail or this person getting hurt and that. So I'm not saying I'm not saying it's good things, but it's like, it just seems a bit normal, do you get what I'm trying to say? Or it's like, you know, like running from the police, like anyone from the hood can relate, like running from the police when you was younger, you might have been laughing while she was running off, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, these things seem as fun, or sometimes we used to do bad stuff, but laugh about it, do you get what I'm trying to say? Because this was our fun. But it's only when when I'm older now and I might see younger kids doing certain stuff and I'm like, nah, man, that doesn't, you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like, it's mad because, you know, when we was young, when you're young and you might see like a old lady or elder guy, a man or something, and then like from young they'll tell you like, you do something like the smallest thing and they're telling you like, listen, this, you end up getting locked up when you're older, or this is how you end up you getting killed, and you're just thinking, what are you talking about? What am I doing? What, throwing a stone at a window or something? Or, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is nothing. But obviously as you get older, like, things just get more severe, and then, bro, by the click of a finger, it's just like, boom. Now, secondary school was calm, like, you know what it is, yeah? I feel like I've always been a person where it's like, I've just always lived a double life, bro, in a sense of like, secondary school, I don't reckon too much you could have looked at me in secondary school and said, yeah, this guy's gonna go down this route or this or that, do you get what I'm trying to say? I wasn't the best person in secondary school, I wasn't the worst, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I was still going to school, like, I wasn't doing certain stuff that a lot of people was doing. I feel like in the school era, yeah, like, I know you know what I mean, there was bare man that was proper naughty that you would think, bro, that's the guy that's gonna be doing this when he's older, and then when man got older, man ended up in certain situations and like doing certain things. And then when I used to see the people that used to be naughty, like, they're calm, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? So, but yeah, secondary school was kind of normal, bro, man. Like I said, double life. I'm a person where it's like, I just want to hurry up and finish school and then do whatever I was doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I wasn't really doing like school beefs or chilling outside school for mad long and that, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I'll just get school out of the way and then whatever it is. Same thing with college, same thing with everything, work, whatever it was. When I first come out of jail, I worked at like an industrial, like, you know that company UPS? I worked there, like, doing like early morning shifts, like loading the vans, innit, to go out and thingy. So I done that, not for too long, for a couple months, few months. And then I done another job that was similar to that, like delivering parcels and that. Yeah, I tried, didn't it? Yeah. At that stage, innit, I felt like, obviously I just come out of jail and it's like, I just come from a shithole, bro, and it's like, I don't want to go back there, and I'm not in a rush to go back there. I don't want to ever go back there, so it was like, sometimes people come out and then they just rush things and just get straight back to like that type of shit, you get me? And I thought, you know what? I've been blessed. Obviously I bust case. I thought, you know what? Let me just take it easy and try to live a normal life, do you get what I'm trying to say? See how it is, you get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm open to it. Like, bare people will, yeah, fuck this, fuck that, but it's like, I'm open to try things, innit? If you haven't tried it, you never know. Maybe I could have liked the job and stayed doing it, but yeah. It wasn't really me. I got fired.
So how does it, when it hits you, bro, what does it do to you, but what state does it put you in?
You just got to deal with it. But yeah, sometimes you just get them depressed moments where like everyone else, man feels low, or man don't really want to speak to anyone, or man's just not bothered to do anything or whatever. But it gets to a point where I start to feel ungrateful when I do that too much, because I think about everybody else, and I think about that my journey's not finished, and I've got so much to do, and I've got mouth to feed, and I got to make it count. Do you get what I'm saying? And then I just get up out of that misery that I was in. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, it comes and goes when you've got a lot of time in your hands, and luckily I haven't got too much time in my hands. So
I think they call it is it survivor's guilt or survivor's remorse? Yeah. They usually say like it's what people in the military deal with when they make it out and then their comrades don't.
It's dark, man. Yeah, it's sad still.
With the album, do we get you to open up on some of those things there? Obviously, there's vibes and there's other type of sounds, but do you address some of these things? Because I think the album's to let people know more about K-Trap the person as well.
Yeah, definitely. This body of work, this is the closest you'll get to me at this current moment. Like, I've definitely been a bit more vulnerable and opened up a bit more. Yeah.
How much do you want people to know about you though?
You know what it is, bro? Like, I always say it's like, sometimes I feel so far gone, yeah, but like so close at the same time, innit? So, like, bro, give me them multi-M's, them billions, let me be far away, and maybe I could give people more of an insight, do you get what I'm trying to say? But as things are still real, like, I just don't like to give off too much, you get what I'm saying? But I'm more of a personal person where it's just like, I just don't feel like everyone deserves to hear my story or deserves to hear everything, because a lot of people, things just go over people's heads, they don't really care. So it's like, I was chatting to Booth the other day, and I was saying like, there's bare people that's like come out of jail or survived serious stuff, and they got some serious stories. I mean, they go put it on a platform that may not like do nothing, or like people don't really learn any lesson from it, and it's just a shame. Like, people have got some serious stories. So I just feel like I just drip feed the people. But I'm more of a personal person where it's like, there's a lot of people off camera that I would open up to them and be like, nah, bro, don't do that, bro. I was like this at one stage, or this happened to me. Do you get me? But in terms of just being open for everybody, I'm not exactly there yet, but I'm getting there where I'm starting to show and do a bit more.
I mean, you do say you're an overthinker, so does that affect your creative process? Like, how does that work? Even with you at management, or even EGA, in terms of deciding what actually is going to go on the album?
Obviously, where this is an album, there was definitely way more of a thought process. Had to be very harsh.
Hey, bro, let's go. Why did you know you were going to do an album next after The Last Whip 2? Like, actually, let's get into that. Why was this one going to be an album? You could have done another mixtape.
Not just dropping a project and going about my business, like, I'm doing everything. I feel like I haven't dropped a project where I've ticked all the boxes. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? And this is what I'm doing this time. I'm going to tick all the boxes, you get what I'm trying to say, for my own sake, even for my supporters. Like, they shouldn't be missing out. They should be getting the full K-Trap, the full package, you get what I'm trying to say? No, it's that time, man. Things were getting repetitive too, and I just feel like there was like 2 years that I spent just getting myself back into that position I'm supposed to be in, do you get what I'm trying to say? So, and that was by dropping mixtapes. And then now I've grown, I've got way more followers, fans, and yeah, man, it's time for an album. Like, I've told them everything else. They know all the other stuff. With an album, it's more personal. It's different topics. It's like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. It's not just, do you know what I'm saying? I've done all that other stuff with the mixtape. So I feel like to the point where the Coco Show, Lost It 2 and everything, I feel like, me personally, I've done enough in that field, or I've achieved what I wanted to achieve out of like dropping Trap Hole and the joint tape with Blade same year, and then dropping Lost It 2 and putting the work in, dropping bare singles, videos, and just at their necks. and it was just time to like, you know, like kick back, work on an album, and just think about the bigger picture. So yeah, we didn't want to do the same repetitive thing, drop another mixtape 2023, then this, you get what I'm trying to say.
But when you make an album in a new way, did you find it challenging at all, or was it?
Nah, I wouldn't say challenging. And do you know what it is, bro? It's all like, my thing is all about growth, bro, in general, just as a person, musically, just everything. So it's just like, no, like there's no point doing the same stuff. Like, and even like me, like using different producers or different, like, it's just exploring other things that I haven't done before. Like, and learning off like other people. Like, there's a lot of artists I've watched their career, and I've seen when they've been in album mode, they might get a residential space, or they might start, I've seen like the production, they care about the production more, all of these type of things. So when I'm getting into album mode, I'm like, this is what I need to be doing, do you get what I'm trying to say?
An observation, I just want to put this out there. So this is like the last 6 years. If I got anything wrong, forgive me. So 2024, Brit nominated. Strength to Strength, top 5 album in the UK charts.
Wait, 2024.
2023,
Yeah.
top 5 album, Strength to Strength with Eddie. Part Chinois, top 40. Triple Threat, top 40. The Last Whip 2, number 12, 2022, independent. Warm, top 20, 2022, independent, a year after release. Joint, top 20, independent, no distro, 2022. Trapo, number 33, 2021, independent. Street Side Effect, top 40, 26 in the charts, 2020. No Magic, 2019, top 40, but number 33 in the charts. And the Re-Up, which I think was your first release, number 37 in the charts, independent. Mobo Drill Artist 2023 winner, Mobo Drill Artist 2022 winner. That sounds like it's crazy to be doing that in like 6 years. Like, when you look at that, do you feel people really get like the body of work? Like that isn't just by industry cosigns, that's by the work.
Yeah, nah, even you reading all of that out, that's even making me feel good, and definitely the people that are going to watch this back, there's a lot of people that don't know that it's gone over their head, and they're like, bro, my man's been working, because this hasn't been overnight, you get what I'm saying, and there's so much more to go.
Bro, let's quickly touch on the Mobos. You didn't go to the awards. What was your reason for that?
I didn't go to the awards. The first time I didn't go, there was just a lot going on. I think I had the Coco show the day before. It was just a lot, do you get what I'm saying? And yeah, I just didn't go. Then the second time, I had more of time to go. But if I'm being honest, like, I'm big up the Mobos, like, it's all love. I saw certain stuff with like the drill artist category, and I just don't feel like it got the homage that all the other categories got. And it's like, obviously I'm not going to kick up a fuss, it's not that deep, you get what I'm saying, but I just didn't feel like I need to be present, because I just don't feel like that category was getting homage like the rest of them, for whichever reason that is. So it's just like, if that category, a man's not going to be represented right and like dealt with properly, then it's just like, I ain't pulling out, what's the point?
Did you not get one of those, like, you know, when everyone gets told like, oh, you won the award, do like a VT, like do like, you know, like when they get people to record stuff?
None of that. Even that, I preed that too. Like, I see certain people that won that's absent, like they've done like pre-recorded videos and that. And then like little stuff, there could be glitches or whatever, I don't know, innit? But it's like, I remember like on like the Insta or the mobile Insta, it wasn't on there, then it was on the Twitter. It was just a bit sloppy, like, but just that category, do you get what I'm saying? So I was just thinking, no, they're not rating, man, like, do you get me? But no, it's all love, do you get what I'm trying to say? I definitely appreciate the awards or whatnot, but I could be wrong. It could just be like, I don't know. But yeah, I just felt like there was something that about that whole thing, a little conspiracy, that I just don't feel like it was put in the same store as the rest of those.
Bro, but you see now though, like we're now like at that, like this is the height of your career. And I think when you have an album, it's hard to communicate to people. Like you said before, like people come out of jail, they have a story and it goes over their head. I'm not saying that you worry that this part of your story goes over people's heads, but how do you communicate effectively to the audience that this is actually an album? Like, this ain't just your typical mixtape. Is there anything that you feel like you, the team, need to hone in on so that people get that it's actually an album?
You know what it is? It's gonna speak for itself in the sense of like, obviously there's been a wait for a project. I haven't dropped a project in a while. I've announced it. This is the album. Like, listening to the album, the topics, the production, the songs, you're definitely gonna know the difference between my mixtapes and the album. The rollouts, like...
Oh, the trailer, by the way, hats off, bro. That trailer was... Wait, bro, I need to get into that trailer, bro. Like, not even whose idea it was, but bro, the way it was put together, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like, I've not seen a trailer like that clean. It looked like a mini movie still.
Listen, I'm not saying this is going to be easy, but I'm telling you, if we don't get there first, someone else will.
All you do is talk, talk, talk. No plan. Why we listen to you? Don't smile like this.
You don't listen to me. You listen to Trappo. But all I know right now is we're gearing up for May the 31st.
These are our targets. We'll start the operation in the north, Glasgow, then make our way south through Manchester. We've got people on the ground there waiting for us.
Well, it makes sense. We're ready.
And once we've done that, we'll check off Birmingham and Bristol. And then there's one last stop before we make this worldwide.
And where we finish?
London.
Shootouts in the winter, had to clap and move.
And bro, I'm just getting started, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these are the stuff that I've planned to do, wanted to do from ages ago. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about, obviously, budgets and being in the right positions and whatnot, do you know what I'm saying? But all of this stuff is nothing like, it's nothing new. This has all been jotted down somewhere. This has been the vision, do you know what I'm saying? And it's all been in-house. If it's not me, my manager, my team. But I'm very creative, do you get what I'm trying to say? I give a lot of direction. Do you get me? So
it's funny, bro. I was looking at, I mean, people haven't seen the old interview that we done in 2022 when we was in the studio. And a lot of the things in that interview that people haven't seen has happened. So it's like the festivals, the awards. But it's almost like you was always waiting for these boxes to be ticked. You knew they'll come. Even the repositioning about yourself, even in the fashion, like in the fashion world, like going out to Paris, like even some of the places you were in Paris, like not every rapper was there. Like those have been things that you've been looking to like execute as well, isn't it, for like a long time?
yeah, shout out Skep too, man, because he really helped man get man's foot in that door. Do you get what I'm saying? The first person took man Paris, Fashion Week, PJ, straight there. Yeah, like really showed man how to do it. And I can't lie, bro. I was like, I've been watching the fashion stuff and the fashion shows and that for a moment. And we're actually naturally like this type of stuff, and like I buy into a lot of these brands, and like yeah, I was feeling left out, bro. I can't lie. But like how I came into it is how trap was supposed to come into it, like the right way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So big up Skep, and ever since then, I went Fashion Week with Skep. I've gone back like twice or maybe even 3 times, and yeah, built connections, some good relationships with different people, and yeah, just in a good space.
I was thinking, bro, like a lot of people don't remember that you got to chill with Burna Boy, bro. What's it called? What's it called? It's not Deja. No.
I don't want to do the what's it called? What do they call it? Claim to fame or something? No. I'm saying like, but yeah, that was from long time ago. But
let me land this point, bro. But the song's actually hard, bro.
Yeah, no, facts. No, I just wanted to put that disclaimer there, but Yeah, we done a song, but I didn't have a relationship with Burna Boy, innit? Like, we didn't have a relationship. It was with, I was at the same studio and Dr. Vage, yeah, they put it together, innit? This was very early years of man's career, do you get what I'm trying to say? And most probably even Burna Boy is too. Like, Burna Boy, see, because I see how Burna Boy moves, he most probably don't even know, bro. Like, he most probably, you get what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, that was from early, man. I was trying something different. These men wanted to put man on a record, and that was completely different to what I was doing, do you get me? But it's mad, even up to now, maybe like last week, someone hit me like, bro, I didn't know about this tune, do you get me? Like, people are clocking on now, but if that came out now, yeah, that would have been serious still.
But I think it also shows again like your musical, because some rappers would have been like, or drill artists would be like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's a different sound.
Yeah.
It's a different sound.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I said, man's thing's growth, bro. From early, man's always like wanted to do different things, you get what I'm trying to say? So even like when people talk about drill or whatnot, man does that best, but it's just like, man's thing ain't, oh, man's just some angry drill artist and man's only talking West. Like, do you get me? No, that was just the stage of man's life, but man was open to do other stuff from early, as you can see, innit?
Bro, when I was even talking about the last 6 years, yeah, in that period you've had like different managers, different labels. How settled do you feel now in your situation? You got your team, you got your management, EGA, like how settled do you feel now?
Fully patterned, like, this is like, since it's been like this, everything's just been like skyrocket, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, this is how an artist is supposed to feel. Man secure, it's got a sick manager, sick team, everyone supports man and believes in man, and this is why man's progressing and growing, because it's all organic, do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, there was a stage when things were messy, like I didn't have management and that, and I can't lie, this was like at serious peaks of man's career, like, but man was still getting busy. But you know what it is? That's why you always gotta just be a good person and whatnot, because one thing I say, even though I didn't have management, I've always had good people around, man, that just wants man to win. Do you get what I'm saying? They don't want nothing off of me. They just want me to win. I got people, chat, what's going on? Like, what, you need to do this, that. Do you get me? I remember certain times when man's doing label stuff, and you know, like, to get paid from a label, you have to sign up for some thingy, and they send something, like, I can't even remember what it's, bro. It's mental, like, and it's like, I remember I had somebody at that time that helped me do stuff like that, like loads of things. So I've always had people that just believed in me and always there with a helping hand. But yeah, there was a time when it was a bit messy, man. And yeah, it is a lot.
When it was messy though, bro, like, what made you stick with music then? Because you didn't have to stick with music at that point.
No, you know what it is? Because obviously the love for music, and obviously just because I don't have a manager, don't mean like I'm still chasing my dream. And the reason why I didn't have a manager was me. It was because yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say? I just weren't trying to settle for less, and there was no offense to anybody that did manage me, because everyone done their thingy, but I still just knew that I wasn't 100% happy enough. Still felt like, no, this ain't the full piece to the puzzle. So when I first came in the game, I had a management team, 3 women, big them up, yeah, like they were really in the trenches with man and helped me like really pattern up and shout Ebby, Oaksy, and Louise. Do you get me?
But they were new to management at that time as well,
innit?
innit? They were new to management as well.
Yeah, I don't think very new. They were like industry, so they knew, yeah. But it's like, yeah, them days it was smooth. But I feel like I got to a point so fast where it's like maybe they didn't really even know, like, what do we do now? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's just like, from when we parted ways from there, obviously we still keep the link. It's all love, like, do you get me? From me parted ways from there, it was a bit rocky, up and down, and it was like, man would just jump into situations like.
Do you feel when you signed your deal, do you think you fully knew what you're signing at the time?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Like, if things went wrong, I wouldn't be able to go on the internet, even though I wouldn't be able to go and say, oh, I didn't know this, or, yeah.
Did they have enough belief in you? Because what I'm getting from you is that all you want is people to believe.
Yeah, that's my struggle. It's the belief, but it's not. When I signed the deal, they didn't believe in me. I was just hot at that time. But like I say, yeah, it's business, isn't it? And I always say, like, when I signed the deal, they put some legitimate money in my bank account. They helped change my life, innit? Maybe it's not even maybe, if I didn't sign that deal so early, I would have just been doing the street shit, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and obviously that deal didn't change my life, or it didn't take me fully off the streets, but it definitely helped, do you get me? So, yeah, they didn't understand, but I don't expect them to.
The other thing I was gonna add, bro, is like, when you left the label, you still had an option. So you basically walked away from money to go independent.
Yeah. I didn't get dropped. It wasn't, just to clear all of that stuff up, you get me, yeah. And yeah, the option that I had one more project left, and that's when I would have actually got a big bag. So even me signing to the label, the nice slice of the cake, I didn't even get it. But that was my decision. Do you get me? I had to make that decision. Were
you not ever like thinking, blood, like, this is a lot of money to walk away from?
Yeah, but bro, I'll be lying if I was sitting down here saying that I said to myself, bro, I'm not going to take this piece. I'm going to go independent. I believe in myself. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make that, double that, triple that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And I've done that. Do you get me? So, and I can say that with my chest. Like, I left and didn't take that bread knowing man's going to make double, triple and that, because I know my thing. I believe in myself.
When you went over to, what made you actually want to go with Colin at the time? Because when you left, like, how did you and Colin even link up at the time?
It's mad, cause Colin, that's what I'm saying. Colin's believed the man from early. Colin, actually, I met Colin years ago. Even, I mentioned Ebby. I met Colin through Ebby years ago. I was doing a song with Shana. Shana was on my project, so I met him from years ago, and he was rating me still. And that was just it. I didn't really see him again or whatnot. And then, yeah, like, after I came out of the deal or whatnot, yeah, we kind of linked up again, just show man love, saying he believes in man. And yeah, less of the talking and more action. Let's get busy. What project, EP, what we saying, what we doing, when. And yeah, bro, we just got busy, and that's what it's been ever since.
Joe, it's mad hearing this story, bro. It's like, people just won't understand that if you actually genuinely believe in somebody, it can go further than money, like. Because you probably, I wouldn't go into numbers, you probably, to go independent, you'd have probably taken less than if you stayed in the short term at a major. Do you get what I mean? And then also I was gonna ask you, bro, so now that you are in the industry, like, you've got, like, how many projects independent? Is it like 4 projects independent?
Yeah.
Can you now you start seeing how...
I feel like more like 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he's only done 2. Yeah, cool. Probably more than that, actually. Yeah, that 5, yeah. On a business level, do you now start seeing how it makes sense for you to be independent now? Like, you can see, like, every month kind of like what your catalogue...
Yeah, my catalogue makes sense, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, definitely, like, I've seen that side of things where it's just like, yeah, you gotta own some catalogue, man, or even own a bit of your catalogue first and then go sign. But you know what it is? I'm not telling you not to do anything. Like, do whatever makes sense for you, innit?
Yeah. Bro, let's talk about the AJ stuff, yeah. I'm thinking of what part is AJ in. I guess when we look outside, we see when AJ and Track will actually, like, interact.
Because it's when he's on stage. He's doing it on the stage, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to know what that looks like. For him as well, to see the space that he's working within. Yeah. He's going to need to know. And again, you're performing to essentially like a normal O2 show. Everyone's going to be looking towards the stage anyway. Yeah. So it's also just panning out what that looks like with AJ stepping into the frame. Bro, this is worldwide, boy. Everyone's watching this fight. Especially AJ talking about he's retiring. This is going to be a big moment. Very big moment.
See me, I don't notice things are so big and cool.
So you're in it, you're like
1 minute.
Yeah.
I stopped rapping and re-offending. You know when the track needs mending. Too much mixing the brizzy. You know when the pack needs blending. Buy it, cop it, tell me shot in the gangs on spending. You never beat that match off. After the boot and your hands all trembling. Too much cap on staring. Too much sick them. And then Bruno Hammers, that's all back with the kind of staring.
That was sick. That was like a proper big moment in my career. I'll say that. Like, it felt good. Like, walked out Anthony Joshua. Do you get what I'm trying to say? To warm. Like, that real street shit. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, at the O2. Like, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, when people mostly saw that on the screen, it's like, what? Like, you get me? Like, people wouldn't have thought that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's just like, big up to AJ for actually. Yeah, like, that was a big moment for me. And like I always say, like, the music thing, there's different stages of the music thing for me. Like putting out music or whatnot, people my age or that's into the music, they understand how big I am or understand me. But it's like, for like older people or whatnot that may not listen to the music, or I might have family or friends that may not think, oh yeah, he's just doing his music thing, like, you know what I mean? But when you're seeing me on the TV walking out Anthony Joshua, it's like, raw, no, his thing's stamped. Like, yeah, he's somebody, definitely somebody, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a sick moment, man.
Were people surprised? Like, because obviously that movie you weren't really showing people until it went live. Like, but you surprised? Everyone's thinking, right, what?
Yeah, and I appreciated it a lot, because that's one thing about K-Trap. Like, that's all I've needed. Like, I got the streets, I've got all of that stuff. I needed more people that's actually in high positions, good positions, and actually has got a say in both worlds, or even in this world that I can't reach to, that's standing next to me. Like, you know what, I stand next to Trap. Trap's cool. Trap's here. Do you get me? People might see me walk out Anthony Joshua and be like, okay, yeah, he must be. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's the same way when Philly done the video with Warm. It's like, he's in a different space that man weren't really in, where it's just like, okay, what, Philly, you get me? I need more of people in that world to actually show that they rock with, man. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But a lot of people shy away. There's so much people that have them platforms or have them the following or the reach, but they listen to man behind closed doors, but they would never come out publicly and be like, you know what, this is my guy.
Not to go too, I don't want to make it seem like like you're annoyed by that, but is it frustrating? Because is it frustrating that you put in all this work and you know there's people, I'm not saying they owe you anything, because they don't, but they could do a bit more for you.
Do you know what it is, bro? If I'm being honest, to wrap it all up here, like, I've passed the frustrating side now. It's just like, I know where I'm going, I know where I need to go, and the good thing about it is that I know I can do it with whichever resources I have. Not myself, just me by myself, but you know what I mean? I don't need any of these peoples, or that it could be, do you get what I'm trying to say? It would be good, they could help, I could maybe win a bit sooner, but as long as I win, it's the main thing.
Bro, working with artists in the UK in general, is it as straightforward as people would think, or is it more strategic?
We all know it's like, what the process working with.
Just like, because sometimes people be like, oh, why ain't these two people done a song, or like, why is it, what do you think it is, bro? You're not as yourself, innit? Why do you think it's a bit, I don't know, I don't even know how to put it, but you know what I'm trying to say, bro.
You know what it is, I don't know who started it, what is, but the UK is just like very, I feel like a bit insecure, selfish, and just everyone feels like they can only eat, like there's not enough food on the table for everyone else, and like, yeah, like, people are competitive, but not competitive in a good way. You know, like, competitive's like, cool, like, I'm good at football, you're good at football, let's play a football game and let's see who's the best. Like, it's competitive where it's like, I'm good at football, but I'm gonna make sure the football boots are sold out, so you can't get no football boots to play football with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like, no one's trying to give a helping hand, and then people that do give a helping hand is fake. Like, it's just, you get me? But I'm it is what it is. And I just feel like everybody's in that too sexy mode, and it's just like, everyone's been affected by it. Like, even sometimes I have to snap back in reality, and I'm like, no, like, let me do this for this person, or let me do that. Do you get me?
Does this album have to stamp K-Trap as an artist to go to the next level? Like, what does the next level look like for you then as an artist?
I can't say like into details because I'll be lying right now, but it's like definitely the album does stamp me as an artist, and I feel like from after this album, people will be treating me like more of an artist. So me getting treated like an artist, who knows what doors that could open, do you get what I'm saying? But the main thing for me with this album is just showing the growth and showing that, yeah, I am an artist and I can do whatever I want. It's way bigger than just drill music or street music. I'm here to stay, and yeah, the talent's there, and yeah, I'm gonna show it.
Bro, also Interlude, I think Interlude was a game changer for you, bro. We've actually got the footage of that session.
Man needs a serious, man needs to make a banger tonight, man. What's up? Porn star and show snap your order. Have you ever been a jeweler? No, car, you ain't been with a baller. Do you wanna go Mars and it's popping? Or fly out to somewhere tropic? You wanna go spa then after shopping? Let me know I got it. Let me know if you wanna do big on big or do the familiar shit. Let me know if you wanna wear PLT and wear the familiar fits. You call me your body, you wanna make edits. Have you got good credit? Are you less is more? Or we to the Insta girls, you kinda beg it. You wanna stay natural? Have you got some now? You wanna get tattoos? Want a good or bad you? When your friends post you, do you try them at you? Let me name some countries. Have you been there? What'd you do for your skincare? Get you the Montclair. I think you all been there. Is your IG private? Or the guys in your DMs, you kinda like it? Anything you ain't tried yet? Tell me what you like and what you're not liking. Uber you driving?
The females, man's kind of starving the females, man. When I was looking at my stats and like stuff, it was just crowded with the man them, do you get what I'm saying? And it's just like, I was thinking, nah, man, like, I need to make a change, like, something needs to, do you get me? Because obviously, man love the females, and I'm a man at the end of the day, like, why is man not involving, like, women, do you get what I'm saying? Females, like, man might talk about other stuff, and it's like, I speak to more females or see more females more than I do that stuff, so, do you get me? And, like, in the long run, like, yeah, I want me as an artist, I want it to be very balanced and like the females support, the man them support, do you get what I'm trying to say? But there was a stage when it just felt too gang, do you get what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what, I need to make something for the females, for the ladies, innit?
You're right. So were you surprised when it went off?
Because you didn't shoot a video for it.
I wasn't surprised, but then when it started going off, I was aware how strong the females are, like the impact of females. Yeah, like.
And then Heaven or Hell's done really well as well. Like,
Yeah.
was it 4 weeks in the top 100?
Yeah.
Like, again, bro.
5.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not actually a typical thing. Like, anyone who's been looking at what's going on in the music climate, very few songs are staying in the top, even top 200, but stay top 100, independent, 5 weeks. Like, again, do you think, not do you get your accolades, I know you don't necessarily care for it, but do you think people actually really get every move that you make, how impactful it is?
No, I don't think so, because I feel like the people that care enough or care enough to speak, they only care about a certain type of K-trap, like the street stuff. So anything out of that is just...
Why is that though, bro? That's a bit weird though. Why would they, like, what is you're growing as an artist, but it's almost like the part where it wasn't too much growth and it was a bit, I won't say ignorant because it's still music at the end of the day, but what do you put that down to then? Why do I prefer that
Everyone's
version?
just stuck in their ways. Like, a lot of people just don't see further than a lot of things, and a lot of people just like what they like, and they don't want to make any exceptions or have anything else, you get what I'm saying? But the main thing, I just feel like growth, people just don't champion growth how they're supposed to, or they don't. Yeah, that's the main thing. And another thing, people like, especially like, just mad emotional, and people don't really think sometimes too. You know, like a song will come out and it'll be a bit different, and then people just start throwing their dummy out of the pram straight away. But like, and move like it's just something crazy, like, oh, my man went and done this, but it's just like, bro, like, give it a second, like, listen to the song. Like, think about this person. Who is this person? How old is he now? Like, how's his life? Like, do you get me? Like, do you get me? As long as man ain't saying no madness, where it's just like, who is this guy? It's like, bro, it's growth, bro. Man can't always talk about the same. I've said this already, but man can't be talking about the same stuff. Like, do you get me? Man's growing.
What does that one feel to you? Like when you got Chapel, what did it represent for you at that point?
When I got Chapel, when I got this just representing where I'm at that time, and I feel like it was a present to myself. I feel like I was leveling up, and I feel like when you level up, you gotta level up all around. So when I was moving to that next stage, I thought, nah, I need to level up with this. And also, do you know what it is, yeah? I remember one of the main reasons why I got this piece too was this was after I'd done my Coco show, dropped my project, whatnot, and the bookings were coming in, the festivals and that, and a lot of things were coming in. It's like international shows and stuff. So I'm traveling, I'm gonna meet different artists, different people, and it's just like, man's gotta represent properly, you get what I'm saying? So I thought, you know what, like, yeah, man, like, let's go big on big. That's what it is. But yeah, I'm just working, man. I'm not stopping for now.
So talk to us about even like the tune with Angel.
Yeah, one of my favorite songs. That's mostly one of the most conscious songs too, and the most like vulnerable songs where, yeah. But I've always rated Angel. Angel's very cold, and yeah, we were just chopping it up, sending stuff back and forth and that, like different vibes or whatnot, and then he had that vibe, and it just made sense, and we just made it happen.
What you say? Obviously, people haven't heard the record. What are you, when you came on the record, what were you talking about? Like, what was your perspective on it?
Obviously the song's called Runaway, and it's just like, it's kind of about like, yeah, feeling like you want to run away, man. Whatever you're running away from, you could be running away from like life or like street shit or just you know what I'm saying? And it just made me think, like, when I feel like running away, or if I ever did, like, what makes me feel like that? And that's what I spoke about. So, like, yeah, the street stuff, like losing loved ones, to jail, to people that's passed away, just the usual struggles for someone that's come from the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Is it ever too much at times, like, being an artist? Like, well, not too much, that's the wrong way. Like you said, you're in a position where you've done well for yourself, yeah, but like, you're not clear yet, bro. Yeah. Do you need to be clear to really execute what you want out of music? Like, as on a personal level, like, do you need to be like, we talk about the M's, it's not just like vanity, it's just, you got a lot to do for a lot of people. Yeah. How do you see that part where it's like, you're here now, like, bro, we could walk out today and people are gonna know your face, like, how do you deal with all of that? Like, not how you move, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, just, is it ever get exhausting? Like, rah, like, I just want to just do the normal stuff.
Yeah,
like.
Definitely, because I'm like a down-to-earth person. I'm very like, cool. If it was up to me, I'd walk to a lot of places. I'll just do a lot of like normal things. But obviously, it's dangerous out here, so we don't do that. But yeah, with the music, just the further I go, the more successful I become, financially and all of that, is the tighter the security gets, the further I get away from the bullshit. Like, that's just the long and the short. And this is why this stuff means so much, because like you said, like, I go outside, people recognize me, I've put myself out there, do you know what I'm saying? So there's no turning back, is it? There's no turning back. And like, I'm an overthinker and I care about a lot of things. Like, I've put myself out there, but it's like, I've put, like, obviously not like on a blaming thing, but this is how I look at things. I've put myself out there. I've got a family. I've got loads of different situations where it's just like everyone's affected in a way. Not even in a bad way, but you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it's interlinked. Yeah. So it's just like, I just want to get to a stage where I can just pattern everyone. It might sound very like imagination, or like, how can you pattern everyone? But
you know what you're doing this for, though, innit? You know the purpose of what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, just not for up-and-coming artists, bro. because obviously it's still 2008, which is going to be something I feel like 2025, maybe 2026, we're going to really see 2008 come to the forefront. But being an artist, yeah, like, when do you spot the bullshit in the industry? Like, whether it's labels, because you've had meetings with people, bro. Like, how do you, like, what's the bullshit that artists need to look out for? Just like things like, it could be lawyers, it could be whatever it is, bro, because there's certain things like we talk about off the record all the time, but like you saying it, like, what things do you think artists should be looking out for, like, when they're new into the game?
Do you know what it is, bro? I would just say, like, they just need to stay, like, on point and understand who they are, what they want out of things, and how they're going to do things, and just, like, and learn a lot, like, learn off other people's mistakes, and just get the knowledge. Do you get me? Because I can't really say, like, it's like saying to me, like, if I'm jumping on the roads, like, what do I look out for? But man will be here all day. Like, man will say the bait things, feds or ops, but man might tell you your friends, your own friends, your cousin. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, do you get, like, so much different things. So with the music, it's kind of the same. So obviously just the bait thing, like you said, yeah, like, bro, there's dodgy managers, lawyers, label, like, artists. But once you understand yourself and, like I'm saying, learn off other people's mistakes and just, like, don't just be trusting everyone, you get what I'm saying? That's what I would say, really. But I feel like naturally you have to go through things to understand how things work. So yeah, bro, you might get bumped. This might happen. You get me? But just make sure you're learning from the mistakes and you're not just being emotional about it and then making the same mistake again and again and again and again.
100K for the plain Jane, different mechanism. Louis Shea 675, I got better vision. Boy, a competition, but I'd rather chauffeur driven. My nigga ran me for the scores, told him hold a minute.